Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. It's wonderful to see you all again. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday. If you are new here, welcome in. Go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and request any special healing that you might be looking for. We are going to start things off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And if you are returning here, sorry, I'm distracted. I've got a really cute cat. Actually, it's Sunday. Let's take a look at the cat, shall we? Let's see. Let's take you on a little ride. That's Gertie. That's Gertie. So yeah, happy Sunday. So I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. If you are watching this as a replay, as a video, you're going to have just as fun and healing a time. If you would like to skip ahead to the portion where it's just about the Reiki and the healing, go ahead to a little bit past the 1 hour mark, maybe an hour 15, and start your journey where you see the lights begin to shift. And for those of you returning, welcome back. It's so good to see you again, and thank you for the ongoing support. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification courses, including the level 1 class that's coming up next weekend, or if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance session or tarot reading, all of the links are in the description, or you can visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com. And oh my goodness, you are so cute. Yeah, everybody needs a little catter day on Sunday, huh? Every day is catter day here. Oh, currently just like has her belly up and her little paws like spread apart. She's such a little goof. It's so good to see you all. Oh, good. A nice full house already. Blue Sky, Grace, JS, Jennifer Vatsa, Goddess of Four, Barbara. Barbara, I read ahead. I'm so sorry you're having a rough day. Lots of love to you. Jenny, good to see you. Geronimo, wonderful to see you again. And Cora Carr, happy Sunday. Violet Integration, happy Sunday. Vincent, happy Sunday. Lee Nico, good to see you again. Chris, wonderful to see you. Patty, wonderful to see you. Not sure if Key is with you. Oh, I hope all of you are doing well. Okay, let's get building on this grid. Otherwise, we're going to fall behind. Oh, look at you with your murder mittens in the air. Just purring. Okay, so let's see what we got. Yep, it is Father's Day. This is a good day for some, a rough day for so many of us. I don't have parents. I'm estranged, or as I like to say, I hatched. But I understand it's a really rough day for a lot of folks. So lots of love to all of you. And happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there. So let's go ahead and say, and definitely happy Father's Day for all the single moms out there. You do double duty. You get this day too, for sure. And you're throwing stuff on the floor, little Gertie. Okay. So let's see. We've got... And for some reason, my chat is cutting off. So I just see, the first thing I see is Grace's request for great week ahead, healing, love, and peace. If anything was mentioned before that, let me know. And it's good to see you all. Let's see. So we've got, let's go ahead over and take a peek at that grid and start picking some crystals. Ta-da! So we have, as usual, our copper spiral. This helps to get the energy flowing. This helps to break up blockages, and we will dive right in. Let's see, heart healing, love, and peace. I'm thinking for love, let's do some carnelian. Carnelian helps with attracting love. Epidote for your mom with Parkinson's. And another stone to help since she feels exhausted. Okay. Epidote. And for tiredness. Okay, good stuff. And Gertie is still purring away. So. Okay, Barbara, we're here for you. Lots of love. Michael, hello. Welcome in. Okay, good stuff. So let's go ahead and start off with some love and requests for Grace. So for Healing Broken Heart, this will also go out for Barbara. Let's see. We've got, oh, hang on. One more cute picture because she's about to run away, I think. Hey, who's this? Oh, Okay. So to help with healing a broken heart, we have rhodonite. Rhodonite is great for the lungs as well. This is a stone that can help with healing a broken heart, to feel whole again, and so that you can open your heart to love once again. It's superb for anyone who has struggled with emotional abuse in the past, and with heartache and heartbreak could be anything from grief over a lost partner to the end of a relationship, a breakup, anything like that. Also great for balancing yin and yang in the body, as well as autoimmune anything and asthma. And I definitely use this stone a lot. I wear it every day. I'm wearing it right now. So yeah, rhodonite is a very helpful stone indeed. Apologies for any extra background noise. I have the window open right now because it's just so beautiful out. For peace and harmony, I'm going to bring in some blue apatite. Blue apatite, and it's a funny name because it really does help with our relationship with food, whether we are looking to gain weight or lose weight or even just improve our relationship with food. This is a beautiful stone to work with. It's also wonderful for strengthening our energy field, also known as our aura. That helps with anyone who might be sensitive to the energy of others and kind of absorbing it and taking it on. This can help you not to do that quite so much. Also wonderful for learning your soul's purpose and courage on your soul's purpose. So Barbara, this will help you as well. And yeah, it's great for harmony and peace, especially just that internal harmony that can be really hard to strike. For love, let's go ahead and bring in carnelian. And this is a good stone for family stuff kind of day. This helps relationships of all kinds. It's definitely one that's related to the sacral chakra, which is where we have relationships and fertility and sexuality and sexual function and dysfunction, but relationships of all kinds, how we relate to the people around us, the society around us, even good in a work environment in that regard. This is one of the stones that can help you attract a really great soulmate type relationship, help you work through issues around relationships as well. Also helpful for healing wounds as well as cold and allergies as well. So that's carnelian. This is also one that's thought to aid fertility. So we'll bring that in. So intention for lots of love for Grace. And it's so good to see you, Grace. Let's see. For blue sky, let's bring in that epidote. Definitely great for the brain, and specifically lots of folks report using this for Parkinson's. So we will bring this in. This is also just great for the brain in general, but it's one that I often use for negative self-talk, like when we beat ourselves up. I'm really good at that. This is a stone that I find incredibly helpful to like break that down and let that go. It's also wonderful for calming the nervous system in general, kind of a reset. It helps us to connect with the fairy realm, and it's great for recovery from illness and injury. So lots of love there. And for, you said she felt really tired and exhausted, your mom, Blue Sky, so thought I'd bring in a little bit of Bumblebee Jasper. This helps with energy, vitality, physical strength, and also motivation and positivity. But more than anything, it's great for mental focus, clarity, decision making, which I'm doing the tarot for all 12 signs right now, and I'm working through that for July, and oh boy, lots of decisions being made next month. So, yep, definitely a good one for all of us. Oh, bye, Gertie. Also helps with like kind of get to work and also collaborative efforts. So, Bumblebee Jasper. So I hope that helps. Bumblebee Jasper, by the way, has sulfur and arsenic in it. I never recommend putting stones in water and then drinking it as a means for making a, hang on one moment. Figured I'd save your eardrums the squeak of the mic stand. I never recommend putting crystals in water and drinking it as a means of making a gem elixir, but especially avoid that one. Definitely. But lots of love to you, Blue Sky. And let's see. Self-potential and a career switch. Blue Appetite will help. And JS, finding a job, financial security, taking ownership of my life with joy. I like all of that. Let's see if anyone else has come in. Welcome in, Candy. Oh, what's the stone's name, please? I hope I'll go through all of them because I don't know when you mentioned that. This is Bumblebee Jasper. This is Epidote. So Epidote. Carnelian. Oh, you got it? Okay. And I'll just go through the others because I'm here already. Blue Appetite. And Rhodonite is the pink guy. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Yes, Jenny, thank you for reminding me to be a good little YouTuber. Don't forget to like the stream, everybody. Thank you for the reminder. Witchy Homestead, good to see you. And everybody, I know I say this a lot, but I can't say it enough. I appreciate so much all of the support that you show each other in the chat. That makes me really happy and makes me excited to be here every time I stream. Thank you all for being wonderful. And for those of you who missed it, I got monetized. Yay! We can start doing some really cool stuff with the channel soon. I love it. Okay, thought I'd spare you the motorcycle. West Philly's gonna West Philly. Okay, potential career switch, absolutely. Finding a job, so those Blue Sky and JS, you're kinda, you know, close on those intentions. Let's bring in some... Let's bring in some tourmalinated quartz. And for career purpose and things, let's do... Oh yeah, I might have to close that window. Let me know if the sound from outside is that bad. Tourmalinated quartz, and in this case, it's green quartz, but often you'll see it in clear. Tourmalinated quartz has black tourmaline going through quartz. Black tourmaline is great for breaking up really stuck energy and also for repelling and dispelling negative energy. It's a great stone to put around your space or around the perimeter of a property line or anything like that. But it's also superb for breaking up really stuck energy, old patterns, childhood wounds, all that kind of stuff. It's also great for opening up to new jobs, new careers, new streams of revenue, new ways of earning. It's a great good luck stone, and it's also helpful for healing emotional trauma, but also protection from car accidents. So we'll bring that in. Chrysocolla I'm going to bring in because Chrysocolla helps with making decisions that are in alignment with our highest good and with following our soul's purpose. Like, it really encourages you to follow along in your soul's purpose. It's mined very close to malachite, and often you'll find specimens that are a little bit of both. So really cool. And I know we're going to have a really full grid, so I'm just trying to leave plenty of room. So there we go. So I hope that that helps. And let's see, taking control of life with joy. Let's bring in some, I feel like the best one for that. Let's do some yellow calcite. This one can help with the solar plexus chakra, which is our center of self, self-identity, and making decisions and walking our life's purpose in alignment with what feels right to us, not so much the obligations or pressure of society and people around us, but following our vision and our feeling of what's right for us. It's great for confidence, setting boundaries, maintaining boundaries, which is even harder, self-identity, and releasing any need for approval of others. So that's yellow calcite. And all the calcites are great for the thought of calcium and supporting the bones, which is a struggle I have for sure. So I hope that that helps. Lots of love to you both. And recovering lost memories, reconnecting without fear, house selling and buying smoothly, finding the love you deserve. Absolutely. So blue calcite, kunzite, and moonstone. Recovering lost memories. Pyrite is excellent for memory too. So I'm going to put some of that in there. Hey, Catherine. Oh, hey, you just requested pyrite. How beautiful. And okay, cool. The one candy for attracting love, I used carnelian, but perfect timing. I'm also going to add moonstone, which is great for attracting love, and then I'll put in that pyrite. Moonstone helps with everything connected to the divine feminine, women's health, connection to old, ancient, sacred, spiritual practices, being intuitive and feeling the connection to nature, feeling connected to the cycles and rhythms of nature, including divine timing, especially when divine timing and our idea of timing aren't lining up, as well as attracting love. So we'll bring this in. It's a wonderful intuition stone too. But yeah, definitely great for attracting love. And this is a stone that can look many ways. Actually, I'm going to use the smaller ones here because I just feel like they want to come out today. Let's put them under the rhodonite. And there we go. Okay. Wonderful for attracting love and for every kind of intuition. Pyrite, like I mentioned, is great for the brain and memory. So this will also be supportive of blue sky for your mom. It's also energetically protective and also really supports our intuition as well. It's helpful for the lungs, and it is superb for calling in financial abundance. It's fool's gold. It kind of calls in the real gold, so we're bringing this in. Lots of love to everyone. Let's see, we'll put some here. And there's definitely some more abundance stones. I know they tend to come out. Kunzite is a high vibrational stone. It's connected with the angelic realm as well as the high heart chakra. It helps to expand our heart center and what it can hold in terms of unconditional love. I always feel very connected to not only the angels, but the Kuan Yin when I hold it, and I absolutely adore it. So let's bring that in. So that's pink kunzite. And blue calcite, this is a wonderful emotional first aid type stone. This really helps soothe emotional pain. Barbara, this will be a good one for you too. It helps you to, it also soothes not only soothes the pain, but it helps you verbalize what might be stuck. And so you can kind of get the pain out. It helps to bring revelations and clarity along your healing path as well, and can help you to make decisions when you feel like decision paralysis, or when you're generally not in a great position to be making a decision, but you have to. So that is blue calcite. Okay, so we've got that. And Samantha Hart, welcome in. Awesome. Okay. Okay, let's see. Thank you for being here, Jen, and I hope you're doing well. Crystals for baby dog to eat more, absolutely. Crystals that can stop paranoia, and crystals for weight loss and financial freedom. You got it. So let's do blue apatite is great for weight loss. Let's also bring in crystals that can stop paranoia. It's one of the magical things that jet can do. Jet is fossilized wood, but a very specific type. Jet is wood that's been fossilized very quickly, usually through volcanic activity. If not, it's like intense heat type fire, but usually volcanic activity. This is one that is excellent for grief, especially if you lost someone really close to you. It helps you to be in your grief and moving through it and processing it without being overwhelmed by it. It's also very protective against the evil eye, paranormal type stuff, as well as helping with any kind of sense of paranoia and things like that. Also helps with the hospice process, or anyone or animals too that might be, not saying that this is going to happen to your puppy, not at all, but this is also good if you're helping anyone or anything through the transition at the end of life. This can be a helpful stone. So we will bring in some jet. But yeah, that's a good one for like paranoia and what we're feeling. And so, and for baby dog to eat more. Let's bring in some leopard skin jasper, my favorite stone for animals. So here we go. In addition to helping the animals in our life to heal, this can help the animals. This can help us connect to the spirit elements of like our animal guides, essentially, what are often termed spirit animals. Though that's really a term that I'd like to leave to the indigenous folks, but definitely your animal guides. This can help you to connect to them in a deep way. Also great for anything impacting the skin, as well as any kind of parasitic stuff, and for coordination and balance. And this is also a stone that helps to attract love. So we will bring in some leopard skin jasper. And let's see. Awesome. I hope that helps. All the best to your puppy and to you and your family. Crystals for a happy family gathering. Definitely carnelian. It was perfect for that. And for Barbara, having a really hard day, sun breaking your heart and can't move forward. Broken heart, loneliness, depression, and find your purpose. Gotcha. I'm so sorry. We're here for you, hon. I'm going to bring in addition to the blue calcite, I want to bring in some green onyx. Green onyx helps all onyx helps to a different extent with grief. Green onyx is much more in the sadness. I've been using it for loneliness for folks with some good results. Grief, sadness, emotional shutdown, moving forward despite the pain, like when you're really emotionally hurt and it's hard to move forward, which it sounds like that's the case for you. This can be a really wonderful stone. Usually green onyx, if you find it out in the wild or at a store, it's usually going to be more like a pistachio color, like quite a bit lighter and a little bit more earthy colored than bright. But these were mined quite a long time ago and were intended for being made into jewelry. All of the scarabs that you see here were all originally carved for jewelry, and you know, like most things in jewelry, it's trend based. So the trend ended, and that's how I ended up with them. But lots of love to you. I'm also going to bring in bloodstone, which also goes by the name heliotrope. So you might see it in crystal books as any number of different names. It is a stone that helps the heart chakra and the root chakra at the same time. So when you're dealing with heartache and heartbreak that just kind of shakes you to your core and makes you feel like you're unmoored and disconnected, this is a stone that can help you feel grounded and rooted and supported and loved. It helps with lifting despair, giving emotional stamina when you feel like it's just overwhelming, and helps with relieving self-doubt. If you struggle with your mind racing when you try to meditate, this is also a great stone to help. And we did learn earlier this week in looking up stones for the liver that this is thought to support health for the liver. So we'll bring this in. So lots of love to you, Barbara. I'm so sorry you're having a rough day. And with that, I'm going to quickly take us to a very, very quick break so that I can close the window, because I'm hearing some copyrighted music in the distance and YouTube will shut down the stream if they hear it. So I will be right back. Sorry about that, and thank you for your patience. Move the light back. Awesome. So let's see. Awesome. You are so welcome, Barbara. Oh. Corey's teeth cleaning. Gotcha. Decision paralysis is spot on. I'm sorry. And you got COVID healing for you and your dog. Ugh, leopard skin jasper for sure. Okay. I will get to everyone's requests. I'm just going to keep hopping around and try to pick stones that complement everyone's requests. Let's see. Black tourmaline for noisy neighbors, absolutely. Okay, cool. So let's do, and for healthy pregnancy for Jenny's sister-in-law, and health and healing for families starting ECT treatments tomorrow. Okay, cool. So let's do black tourmaline. Black tourmaline, as we mentioned earlier, helps to repel and dispel negative energy. I have absolutely gone as far as crushing this up and sewing it into curtains. it works like a charm. South Philly tested and approved. Absolutely. Get some black tourmaline. Definitely keeps the negativity at bay. Whoop. And for a healthy pregnancy, and I did see a request, I think it was Candy had one for fertility. Unakite's great for both. Healthy pregnancy as well as fertility and women's health in general on every level. Whether it's onset of menses, onset of menopause, anything in between. That is Unakite. So here it is, super pretty. Looks very close to Epidote because Epidote is in Unakite. So this is also great for the heart, the physical heart, the cardiac system, and body fluids, as well as metabolism and for quitting smoking. So every aspect of pregnancy and fertility too. So we'll do this. Fertility also impacted by carnelian. Okay. So there we go. And for help with family with ECT, think this may help. This is lepidolite. This helps with mood and mental health in all ways. Lepidolite can show up as like almost looking like a purplish kind of solid candy, or you can see it as the lithium mica. And yeah, it is lithium, actually lithium. And this is lithium mica. This has been used in Western medicine since at least the 40s. It's been used as far back as ancient Greece for help with mood and emotional stability. And I've seen the request for emotional stability from Barbara too. So this will help with all of that. Definitely don't put this in water and drink it. It absolutely does things. This here, the blue that you see, let me see if I can get a good angle on that. There you go. You might be able to see a little bit of blue-green. That is Amazonite. That is part of the same specimen. Amazonite can help remind those of us who tend to take care of others and think of others before ourselves to take care of ourselves and to see that self-care is important, that we deserve it, and that it'll help us to avoid burnout. Also great for the spine and spinal nerves. So lots of love to your family. And Susie, from Geronimo. Susie sends her love and heartfelt regards to me and the group. Awesome. She replayed last session at the hospital for her mom and witnessed a healing miracle. Oh, I'm so glad. Lots of love to both of them. Let me see if I can grab, let me know if there's anything I can do for them today. What might be a good focus? You may have already entered it and I haven't seen it yet, but lots of love to Susie and her mom too. And happy new moon, absolutely. Violet integration, intention of clarity around next steps in career and relationships, and for financial abundance. Let's do that. Let's do the financial abundance because I know there's got to be a couple of people. So let's start there. So citrine is a powerful stone of manifesting financial abundance. It's one that has been used for that for a long, long time. It's great for not only calling upon financial abundance, but also making good decisions with the money we do have now. It's helpful for fibromyalgia, nausea, and addictions and compulsions as well. I often use it for balancing logic with intuition. I tend to go first to logic. I'm very Capricorn sun, Taurus moon. So there's that. And this reminds me to also use my intuition a little bit more than I would think to. There's also red tiger eye. This is highly protective, whether it's mundane bullying or malevolent spiritual work and all things in between. It's also superb for calling on money in a hurry, financial abundance in a hurry. It can help you to feel empowered when facing things like bullying and spiritual attack, psychic attack, but more than anything, it kind of repels and calms the other side of things. So that is red tiger eye. There we go. And clarity in career and relationships. That's helpful. Let's also bring in some, and I know that you're very intuitive, violet integration, so I'm going to bring in some blue kyanite. This helps us to better understand any spiritual guidance that we get, whether it comes in the form of dreams, while we're doing readings, while we're doing mediumship, however you get your intuitions, this can help you understand it better. It's also wonderful for certain types of neurological issues, especially around stroke and speech and mobility. It's also superb for radical self-acceptance, loving and accepting yourself exactly as you are. So that's blue kyanite. So we'll bring that in. I'm also going to bring in chevron amethyst. This can help with requesting guidance and then getting that guidance. So chevron amethyst. This is also great for degenerative stuff, so will also be great for Blue Sky's mom. So chevron amethyst, and what makes it chevron are the lines within these specimens. See how they kind of have like, they all kind of go on a diagonal? If these specimens were larger, you would see that it's actually like a zigzag. And it's thought to take our request up to spirit and then bring the answers back down. It's helpful also for tolerance of others and for just any kind of visionary work like shamanic journeying or any kind of clairvoyance, channeling, mediumship, any of that. So there we go. That is chevron amethyst. Awesome. Okay. So I hope that that helps, and so glad to see you. We've also got, I'll grab some of Chris's requests. I've got a few of yours already. Let's bring in some malachite, sapphire, and emerald to start. So malachite helps us to move some really painful emotions through the heart center so that we can leave pain in the past and move forward much easier. This helps us get through some really emotionally sticky times. It's also great for things like insomnia as well, if you struggle with that. I know I have. This is great for not only letting go of the past, but for anxiety and depression, as well as phobias that might hold you back, especially fear of flying, but any phobia in general. Yeah, so let's bring this in. Great for inflammation in general too. So that is beautiful, beautiful malachite. Let's see if I can have there we go. Slightly smaller one. So let's go ahead and put these here and here. Sapphire is another very angelically connected stone, and it helps us to do any kind of channeling, mediumship, and getting messages from our guides, especially if we're doing that work for someone else. So this will also help violet integration and anyone else looking for guidance. This helps with channeling, clairvoyance, clairaudience, however you get your messages. It's great for speedy justice. It's helpful for the thyroid as well as the eyes and the ears. It's thought to be very helpful for dementia, for the individuals with it and those who are giving care. And it helps with envisioning the highest possible vision of what's going on right now. So in times of change, if you feel like you're getting pessimistic, this is a stone that can help kind of lift that up a little bit. So that is sapphire. I feel like at some point you guys might hear my neck crack really loudly, and I apologize in advance if that creeps anyone out. Next is emerald, which is if you've been struggling with any upper respiratory stuff, this is a wonderful stone for you. It also helps heal skin and tissue, as well as restore our confidence in our appearance. I love it for all of those things. It's also great for reigniting our passions in life, especially the things that we've been passionate about. If we feel like we've kind of lost connection with them, or we've just sort of fallen out of connection with them. Let's do emerald. And we'll do some green aventurine too. If you need any help trying to expand how you look at yourself, if you tend to set your goals really low compared to what you can do, green aventurine is the stone for you. This helps with expanding our vision of our soul's potential. It helps with allergies, heart rhythms, fertility as well. And it's also great for if you're nervous around things like learning something new, if you feel intimidated by it, this reminds you that you have the capability to learn it, and it can be really supportive as you learn those new things. Okay. And I'll keep going, and I'll see if I can come back to your request a little bit later. Ah, absolutely. You're really glad that today is a Reiki day. Oh, I'm so glad. We definitely have a Kundalini energy crystal. I'll throw that in now, actually. This is aragonite with Caribbean blue calcite. So this stone doesn't directly work with the Kundalini, but it absolutely impacts it. So this is two types of calcite together, the blue and the tan. So the tan is aragonite. That's connected with our Earth Star chakra. That's beneath the root. That's where we enact our soul's purpose, where we walk the walk, where we show up in life to connect with the people, the situations, and do the work that we need to do to move forward with our soul's purpose. The blue is connected conversely with our soul star chakra. That's above our crown, and that's where we have the connection to the highest possible version of our soul's potential. So that's actually like being connected to almost like a spiritual North Star that kind of guides us in connection to the best possible version of things. Because these balance such opposite areas, this really helps to balance everything in between. So the chakras, everything, and including the Kundalini, which is the energy that is coiled at the base of the spine. So yeah, this can be very helpful for all of those things. So this is aragonite with Caribbean blue calcite. I'm just going to go ahead and put one piece here and put one piece here. Ooh, making a mess. There we go. Awesome. Green aventurine and sunstone remind you of the saying, shoot for the moon and then at least you'll be able to grab a star. Absolutely. And they both work so well together. Absolutely. That's a great way of summarizing it, Patty. Great way of summarizing it. Hey, do I see Nurse Blair in there? I do. Oh no, Nurse Blair, so much love. Gotcha. So much love. Gotcha. Anything you can think of to support, and also crystals for fundraising. You've got it. And also, you're doing fundraising around your daughter and stuff. Email me. I can help. My email is in the description, and you can find a link to my email list for everybody that's into it, but you can always email me through the website, but just for today, I'm going to put this in the chat. Okay, so Nurse Blair, please reach out to me ASAP so I can help you with that. And lots of love to your family, your daughter and your son, and you. And I think that's totally reasonable. Definitely a lot of the stones that we already put out. Not sure if you saw them, but we have heliotrope or bloodstone, blue calcite, green onyx. All of those are really helpful for like emotional stuff hits the fan. I'm also going to put out some black onyx for the anticipatory grief. And this helps to ground fear, anxiety, and self-doubt. It's very protective. It's excellent for grief and feeling connected to the ancestors. So if you have any crossed over loved ones and you want to feel them close, superb. Also great for self-esteem, and it also can help protect against people who play mind games in case anyone's having that sort of an issue, as well as jet is great for grief no matter where you are in that process, and also for any time around the transition and caregiving around end of life. So lots of love to you. Yeah, I know you've stumbled across me right after your daughter was diagnosed, so lots of love. I will be sending lots of love to all of you, but please, please. Martha, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, but lots and lots of love. Let's see. Letitia, good to see you. I didn't see you pop in there. If I've missed your name or anything, I definitely meant to say hello. Okay, let me pick up where I left off. Okay. Lee Nico, crystals for abundance, love, and discipline to maintain everything coming my way in the new moon. Ooh, I like that. Discipline. Yep. I struggle with that so bad. Here, let me see what I can find. Definitely with staying focused and self-discipline. The first thing that comes to mind is lapis. Lapis we often use here for pain and inflammation, and it's good for that, very good for that, but also integrity. Integrity and follow through and completing things that you said you were going to complete, and personal responsibility in general. So this can be really helpful for all of those things. Also great for moving up in your career. Definitely recommend it for that, as well as trying to discourage disorganization and try to get in better patterns around order and tidiness in your home, as well as the inner ear stuff. So balance things like vertigo and hearing loss, so inner ear stuff. So that is lapis. Okay, awesome. So I've got that. And and maintain everything coming at you in the new moon. Absolutely. Let's also do let's do some tiger eye. Yeah, let's do some tiger eye for that too. This one can help with research, study, but also just like big picture thinking. It's very empowering. It helps to bolster courage and sense of self, but also gives a lot of strength. It helps to protect against things like envy and jealousy, but it's also great for like entrepreneurship, like that kind of big thinking. So you can keep connected to what you're working towards in this new moon. So tiger eye, very protective too. so that's tiger eye. And I hope that all goes well for you. And the moonstone here is to help you with your lunar manifestations too. That'll be helpful. So glad you're here and all the best for it. Keep us posted on how it goes. Oh, and thank you. Happy new moon with lots of love, light, and healing wishes to Danielle, the kitties, and this amazing group. Thank you, Geronimo. Yeah, definitely happy healing in the new moon. The moonstone, I put in a whole bunch because I know it's absolutely. Thank you for being here. And Key had a tough day and is upstairs reclining. Cardio, endurance, and weight, healing the coccyx, and no cancer. You got a biopsy on one of your skin spots and you're waiting to hear about it. Absolutely. Let's do leopard skin jasper is great for anything impacting the skin. So there's that. Let's also bring in some clear quartz because I'm seeing a lot of really specific requests today. And clear quartz is a wonderful stone, like if you don't know what stone to work with, if you have a limited crystal collection, or if you have a really specific picture of what you're looking to call in or anything like that. Clear quartz is an amplifier stone, and it's almost like a memory holder. So you can ask it to hold on to a particular intention or well wish or anything like that. And it can do that. It also helps to, in a way, like boost the other crystals near it. So you can basically make your own talisman out of clear quartz, or it can stand in for any crystal you don't have. So anyone that has an intention that's really specific, just sort of bring it to mind. And then just ask the clear quartz to help amplify it and bring it out to the universe. Yeah, you can, it's nice to have a whole lot of crystals, but honestly, if you have a crystal, like a clear quartz crystal, it can kind of do what you need it to do. So there we go. And we're also going to do cardio and endurance. Cardio, definitely helpful with unakite and also with tourmalinated quartz. This also is a really strong supporter of the heart as well. So I hope that helps. It's good to see you, Cora Carr. Lots of love to you. And keep us posted on that spot. And I see a request around Kundalini. We got that. Yeah. Let's see. Jeff releasing grief, doubt, guilt, peace and harmony. Grief, doubt, and guilt. All of those are bloodstone, black onyx, and jet. Absolutely. For her mom, healing from cancer, broken back, pneumonia, and giving her the will to live. Absolutely. Pneumonia, absolutely. Emerald, and cancer and a broken back. So let's do, we'll bring one of these in, and broken back. Amazonite helps with the back, with the spine and spinal nerves specifically, and that's part of this specimen, but I'm also going to bring in the howlite, which is great for bones. So howlite is really pretty. It's usually sold, well, not usually, but like oftentimes I see it sold as white turquoise, and I feel like it's one of the most underrated healing stones. Great for bones and joints, like superb for bones and joints. It helps with the health and integrity of bones. It helps with absorption of things like calcium and strengthening the bones. I struggle with that. And of course, nothing I do is a replacement for anything. I use this, I take calcium supplements, I do weight-bearing exercises, I do all the things I can, but also great for joint pain and for the emotional side of things, anger, resentment, and frustration. This is so helpful for all of the above. Definitely keeping this around when you're working through those emotions. Howlite can kind of help you in a big way it kind of brings those really intense emotions to a place of like you still feel them, but they're not overwhelming or quite so volatile. And that allows you to think of better ways to handle whatever the underlying situation is. And rutilated quartz. So this is clear quartz with rutils going through it. And that's thought to help focus the energy to where it's most needed. So it's great for mental focus, but it's also great. It's thought as a really good intention for anyone that's getting any kind of treatment, particularly cancer treatments. This is usually given as a gift of like, may the healing and all the treatments you're getting go to the places that need it the most. So this has been considered a beautiful gift for folks with cancer. Also, this is great for kind of giving you back the energy lost while you're fighting any kind of illness. So, or even if you're just burnt out or you've been doing a lot of work, it's great for kind of renewing and recharging. So that's rutilated quartz. So lots of love to Susie and her mom. The Witchy Homestead. Just got some blue apatite per you talking about it so often, and it's such a beautiful one. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you found it helpful. Joint and muscle pains. We did joints. Let's do some muscles. So first I'm going to go with some serpentine. This is another one that helps the bones as well. It helps with calcium, but it is also thought helpful for magnesium deficiency and the muscles in general, muscle pains, aches, cramps. It's also thought helpful for things along the lines of blood sugar, whether it's diabetes, hypoglycemia, anywhere in that realm. Wonderful for dementia as well as rashes, skin stuff, and trance meditation if that's something you work with. So this is serpentine. So let's bring this in a little bit. Awesome. We'll also bring in some septarian. This is really great for skin and basically for muscle pain and spasms. I struggle with that like wild. I take a drug that helps with muscle spasms 3 times a day. It's luckily not one that makes you loopy or tired, thankfully, but this is a great stone to work with. On an emotional level, this helps with going through deep healing work. It helps with understanding the underlying causes to our behavior, our habits, our beliefs, so that we can really get to the root of things. And it helps us while we're healing and processing that healing. It can help us to feel supported and feel supported enough to be vulnerable with what we're working through. It's really helpful for that. And it's also thought helpful for healing like wounds, like skin wounds. It's great too for the solar plexus and any kind of identity crisis. So septarian. Awesome. So I hope that helps. Emotional support and stability, definitely the pedalite. Michael, releasing a lot of pain in the head, neck, spine, grief, generational trauma, financial disruptions, and accepting new energies. I love it. Pain in head, neck, and spine. I'm definitely getting strong Amazonite vibes, and given Susie's mom, let's actually add some more Amazonite. Great for the spine and spinal nerves. Wonderful for reminding us to take care of ourselves and to allow some self-care. It's also very calming, and it's just beautiful. It's also thought to be a good luck stone too. So that is Amazonite. Amazonite can be this sort of light, like pale blue-green, or it can be like a darker kind of greenish color with stripes of white through it. So it can look quite different depending on the specimen. But all the best to you. And generational trauma, let's do some black obsidian. Actually, black onyx is a go-to for me for that, for sure. But also black obsidian can be helpful. Actually, you know what? You know what's even better than that is Kambaba stone. So Kambaba stone is a really curious stone in that it is fossilized blue-green algae. It's seriously wild. This is a stone that can help with facilitating a big connection to your ancestors and can really help with healing ancestral traumas and things. It's not really a jasper, although it's often called Kambaba jasper. It's just kind of a misnomer. It helps also with meditation and gardening, connection to the earth, so it can be really restorative and renewing. Something that whenever we're healing trauma, it can be really ungrounding. So having a connection with the earth can be very restorative and like life affirming. And it helps in that way too. It also helps with connection to our ancestry all the way back to wherever they originated from and anywhere they kind of migrated to. So we'll bring that in. Also great for environmental issues. So let's go ahead and we'll put some pieces here and here. And this is what it looks like when it's tumbled, which is quite different. This is so good for plants. I actually have a huge piece by my indoor plants. And I'm going to put some black obsidian around too. Wonderful for every kind of trauma. It helps to be really deep in that trauma. All obsidian is basically volcanic glass. And this one in particular helps with deep trauma, whether it's really acute and it just happened, or if it's really old and stuck. It helps us to be in with what we're dealing with and processing it and not just overwhelmed. It's also great for nervous pets, and it can be highly protective. So I'm going to put these two here, and we'll end up putting some other stones over here. But I'm glad that you are here. Oh, Candy, I totally get you. I have complex trauma and other issues as well. Different than you, so I don't understand totally your thing, but I definitely kind of get the gist. And yeah, you're totally welcome here. Thank you everyone again for being amazing, amazing, loving, supportive people that you are. Definitely rhodonite is helpful for you. Yeah. And let's see. Ooh, honey calcite. That's a great call, Patty. Let's do... Yeah, let's do some honey calcite to help attract good people to our lives. And this is wonderful for it. So honey calcite, this is wonderful for the solar plexus and the sacral. Now, we talked about both a little bit today. In general, the solar plexus, think of that as your center of self and personal identity and bringing your will forward. The sacral is where we relate to others and the world around us, and we have relationships. This helps with that place between both. So it's It's one that helps us to be optimistic even in really challenging times. It helps also to attract the good people, love interest, neighbors, colleagues, coworkers, even bosses and things that are in alignment with who you are today. So really helpful, really supportive one. It's also supposed to be very helpful for postmenopausal women, of which I am one. So hey, bring in all the love we can. So honey calcite. I absolutely love this one. There was a good question from Blue Sky. Can Caribbean blue calcite help with tension in the spine, or would that be an Amazonite thing, or both? I would say Amazonite more. Let's do kidneys, constipation, better sleep, and back pain. Back pain we got covered. Kidneys, we'll do some picture jasper. In addition to that, picture jasper, very helpful for envisioning the route forward. This is one too that can help with envisioning, like, where do I go from here, and kind of expanding that vision. This is one of big pictures, new ventures and adventures, as well as removal of hidden fears that might be in the way of progress, and also helps with travel and even moving, especially if it's abroad or with a new culture, any kind of exposure to new cultures. Helps to, just helps you to see like the best possibilities future. So let's go ahead with picture jasper. And for constipation and stuff, let's bring in some peridot. Peridot helps with a lot of digestive stuff, including and especially acid reflux. Also wonderful for warding off weight gain if you're struggling with that. It's helpful for depression and also for breaking bad habits and just the cycles we keep repeating that kind of hold us back in life. Great for fidelity and also supporting those friendships that help us to be the best version of ourselves. So I'll bring this in, and better sleep too. Let's do some labradorite for you. I love this stone for sleeping better, and I love this stone for so many other things, including like detailed attention to things, especially when I'm doing like things that involve a lot of mental focus and I keep getting distracted. This can be helpful, but especially for things that are very tedious, things that are very highly detailed, or like looking for a needle in a haystack or finding errors in a lot of data. If you're a coder or a data scientist or compile a lots of data for different types of decision making, this can be really, really helpful. Also great for research, study, clairvoyance, your spiritual sight, and even to dispel disputes in customer service. So let's go ahead and put these here. And it's absolutely wonderful for helping us sleep better. So labradorite. Labradorite is very closely related to moonstone too. Awesome. And let's also bring in just a little bit of Dalmatian jasper. That can help with the constipation too. It also helps with energy clearing, just clearing our energy field in general, because this is black tourmaline going through jasper. And so it really kind of scrubs our energy field of what we don't need. It's also helpful for bringing about cooperation, but really for anything impacting digestion, and also for breaking up cynicism. I'm going to put some of these around the outside here. So all the best to you, and it's good to see you. include, let's see, Geronimo, crystals for vertigo, cranial pressure, pain, and to show how amazing. Aw, that's so awesome. You mowed and cleaned the front backyard after last session. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Definitely lapis for the vertigo and stuff. And also leopard skin jasper is helpful for vertigo too. Cranial pressure and pain. Speaking of which, my neck is finally starting to release. Amazonite can be helpful. I'm also going to bring in pink tourmaline too. This helps with nerve pain as well as migraines and just really intense headaches too. It's also wonderful for gynecologic health, stem to stern, everything. Helps with muscle weakness. It helps with improving our self-image of our body and with mom and baby bonding as well. So I hope that this helps. Okay, and malachite will probably help to some extent too. I'm so glad that you're here. And heart, understand, trying to focus on the present. Something lovely like a garden or walking path. We can, gotcha. And Lisa, good to see you. Oh wow, 30 people I've now. Wow, my record is 33 people at the same time. And I'm like, I still can't believe that we managed to get 107. So here's how funny this is. I was looking for support so that I could get to 1,000 subscribers so that we open up a lot of opportunities for the channel and I can monetize being one of them. And we got 170 subscribers in 4 days. And thank you so much. And then less than a week later, YouTube slashed the requirements to get monetized and have all these other perks. And I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, I'm so glad we did it. I'm so glad that we put out the push for it. But it's just hilarious that YouTube, right after I got to 1,000, they're like, 500 is fine. I'm like, really? So yeah, just kind of the way things go. So I think I got everyone's requests. Definitely a couple requests for Lyme and COVID. So let's do moss agate, and then I think that's gonna be it. I think so. I hope I didn't miss anything big, y'all. So let's do moss agate. Can help with any kind of infections. Herkimer, good call. Moss agate is helpful for any kind of infection, bacterial, fungal, viral, whatever's going on. It helps with the fears of the unknown and also with connection to the inner child as well as the higher self. It's great for unconditional love and connection to spirit too. So it's deeply spiritual, but also very healing on the physical level. So we'll bring that in. Herkimer's not already there, and that's perfect. Herkimer is great for being in the present moment. Absolutely. It also empowers manifestation and can help balance energies that are around. It's a stone of intuition, of connecting to spirit, of sharing what we want, much like chevron amethyst, sharing with the universe what we want and need, and then receiving that wisdom back. And for relaxation as well as support for metabolism. So Herkimer diamond. Septarian lapis. Aquamarine. Yeah, I didn't add aquamarine yet. So this is Herkimer. And I will add amethyst because we definitely have room for some amethyst. So amethyst, we often joke that it is the anti-Karen stone, and it is. It works really well for that. It helps to kind of it deflects really petty energy and keeps away the attention of folks who are already upset about something, but looking to put that upsetness onto someone else and kind of take it out on them. Helps really discourage that. Also superb for justice and may justice prevail type stuff, as well as forgiveness. And this is, Father's Day, so this could be really helpful for lots of folks. This is good whether it's forgiveness of, I forgive you to give you another chance, or I forgive you and I set myself free. Whichever the case may be. This is a beautiful stone for it. Also helpful for the teeth and gums. So Jennifer, for your cat, I believe it's Corey, to get teeth cleaning. No, it's okay. It's okay if you request something more than once. Oh yeah, there's so much love and good requests in here. Awesome. Thank you everyone so much. These are amazing requests. Awesome. Thank you all for being here. So I'm going to go ahead and for those of you who are new, I will quickly explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and how to make the most of your session. And while I'm doing that, if you wouldn't mind heading into the chat and helping me boost the energy really powerfully, both in the space that you are in and for all of us, just go ahead and share anything that you're grateful for, anything at all. And if you're not up for it, that's okay too. That's totally okay. Totally okay. But if you're up to it, anything that you're grateful for. And then I'll describe everything about Reiki, and then we're going to head into the session. So if you need anything for your comfort, if you need to take a run to the loo, now's a great time. And then we'll get into the healing. Oh, Letitia, so good to see you. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson, and I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification courses, there's a level 1 starting next weekend, or if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, go ahead and visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com, which is linked in the description. There's also a link to sign up for my email list and all of my social media and all that other good stuff there. So, what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become kind of a catch-all term for energy healing, but specifically I work with Usui Reiki. And this particular method is named after its founder, Mikao Usui, and he created this particular style in the early 1920s in Japan at a time when teaching religion was kind of not okay, like actually very much not okay. This is a practice of being deeply spiritual but completely secular, and I feel like that's a big part of why so many of us in the West really enjoy it quite so much. So the understanding of what energy is at its foundation in the Usui practice can be best described through the lens of Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which it's seen that everyone and everything has a soul, and that all of those souls are interconnected and inextricably linked. And spirit, however you might define it, provides this life-sustaining, spirit-sustaining force called Reiki, which translates to spiritually guided soul energy. This energy is thought to be abundant and flow through and to everyone and everything, everywhere, all the time. So it's flowing through you right now, even if you've never heard of it. It helps support us on every level. Our body, mind, and spirit are constantly working with this energy to help bring about the greatest internal balance that we can moment to moment. And essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct more of it to all of you, where your body, mind, and spirit will take over and apply it in the best possible way to support your health. The concept of energy flowing through all of us and like, how is it here? How have I never heard of it? The cool thing about it, it's much like how we're mostly made of water, and we need water for every single basic function in our bodies. Yet when we drink water, we don't have to consciously think anything about how our body uses it. It's just automatic. It's much the same way with Reiki. This energy is always there. It's so much of a part of us that we don't even notice it. And yet our body, mind, and spirit are doing the work all the time. while you're getting your session, essentially, you might feel some shifts within your physical body. You may feel some sensations in your body. You may notice some emotions come up or be released. Mentally, you may have an opportunity to like have some good clarity and think some things through, or even process things that have been challenging. You may also have some opportunity to hear your subconscious. Spiritually, you may get some epiphanies, clarity, and just even deep intuitions. You may also just find yourself really relaxed and having a great nap. But more than likely, your session is going to feel like a little bit of all of these put together. And that's just the perfect thing. So however the Reiki shows up to you today will be the perfect balance for you. So what do you need to do in order to receive it? Not a darn thing. Just be open to it. I generally suggest that you get yourself as physically comfortable as possible. You can sit up, lay down, whatever feels good, but you don't have to even remain still. You can do a couple stretches, you can journal, make some music, make some crafts, whatever feels right to you in this moment. But you can also just have a nice snooze. As I send to you, I will turn the music up. If you want to learn more about our musical creator, her information is linked at the bottom of the description, so you can check that out. I will also turn the lights down. You'll notice that the colors move gently and slowly from one to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will send this healing to you wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be. More on that in a moment. For 25 minutes. And at the end of that time, you'll hear the music begin to slow down. You'll hear my voice come in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath. And at that time, I'll reopen the chat and you can go ahead and just ask any questions that you have or share any experiences you found meaningful. After that, we can go ahead and on and enjoy the rest of our evenings. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, here live, so you can join me. All the days and times are listed in the description below, but you can also subscribe with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. After that, know that, yes, this healing is available for you whenever you happen to find it, because if we're all interconnected and this energy is connected to all of us, and space and time is really just kind of a trapping of our particular reality, it's there for you no matter when you're receiving it. So whenever you found this video, it's meant for you. The healing is there. And for those of you who are here live, if you ever feel like you need a little bit of healing and I'm not live, go ahead and check out our past healing live streams playlist and just pick one by the picture of the grid on the thumbnail. It's the perfect one for you, and just enjoy the healing whenever you happen to find it. Thank you so much for being here. It truly is an honor and a privilege to share this healing with all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Definitely hit that like button if you're finding this helpful, and let's go ahead over and drop into the healing. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Chris. Oh, Blue Sky, thank you. Thank you. And all of the well wishes, it's like as I was talking, I just saw like, boo, boo. It was just like totally cranking through. Thank you all for the well wishes and the great intentions and the gratitudes. That super lifts the energy. Like I can feel it. You were falling asleep? Awesome. Good. Awesome. That's exactly what it's about. So go ahead, get comfy, know that you don't have to do anything. Also, if you get distracted or if your mind is racing, hey, you don't have to keep your mind silent and you don't have to focus on anything. So if your mind is rambling, if you feel like you're falling asleep, the Reiki is still working. So grateful to have all of you here. I will see you all in about 25 minutes. Thank you all for your ongoing support of each other, yourselves, and me. It warms my heart in ways that I don't have words to express. And the thesaurus doesn't have any either. I checked. So enjoy your session, and I will see you in 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Stretch, move, or bend if you need to. And thank you so much for being here with me this evening. It's an honor and a privilege. Hattie agrees. Sending some healing purrs to all of you wherever you happen to be. Wonderful to be here with all of you. Yeah. I hope all of you have a wonderful remainder of your Sunday. If you have any questions or anything to share, feel free. Letitia, peace to you too. Lisa, you're welcome. Catherine, Martha. Those are some deep purrs there, Katie. You sharing some healing too? Yeah. Yeah, she loves the healing purrs. You're welcome, Jennifer. You do, good girl. Yeah, Hattie and Gertie are sisters. They were part of a litter I fostered last year, and these two I foster failed. Nope, it's the cat. It's a big purr. Yeah. Can I have my hand back? Thank you. You're so welcome, Candy. I'm here 5 times a week. Everyone, you're always welcome. Of course, you can always enjoy the recorded, but I'm here live, same days, same times. Yeah, this was really intense today. I actually went a little bit over just because it felt like we needed it. But yeah. Yeah, good night, everyone. As you leave, I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. And I'm going to go ahead and start bringing the stream to a close unless anyone has any questions. Thank you so much. I hope you feel better. I know I do. Happy new moon. Oh, you had a great connection with Spirit, Chris. I'm so glad. Right, I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude. If you think of any questions, you can always bring them to a future live stream or reach out to me through my website, learnreikiphiladelphia.com. The tarot for all 12 signs for July will be dropping later this week. Yep, I got them done early. So look forward to that. Definitely subscribe if you're not already. Happy new moon, Candy. Have a beautiful evening, Chris. Have a beautiful evening, Key and Patty and everyone else. I hope to see you again soon. Take care and bye for now.